Hey yo, we're back and we got something to share. So on this channel so far we've had lots of big battles with lots of interesting characters and really strong monsters beating the tar out of each other. And I thought, how about we try something different? How about we go to the other end of the spectrum? How about we look at the weaklings in the game and see if we can get a good fight going between some of them. So I looked at my Nerd Stuff spreadsheet, which is linked in the description, and I looked down the list to see who's the absolutely weakest character in the game, and it turns out it's Enchanted Sword with a strength score of 1. But Enchanted Sword doesn't move, so that's not very interesting. Also, he makes up with it with other stats. So overall, he's not really weak, although he does have the lowest strength score of any of the monsters. So who else do we got? Looking down the list, there's a few thieves with relatively low strength, but again, they make up for it with other stats, most notably armor. We got some owls, but they don't fight ever, so not much interest in having a fight with them. We got some rats. There's plenty of rats that are very weak. The weakest rat is black rat, followed by gray rat, and then a tie between brown rat and tan rat, and then my favorite calico rat. I always thought calico rat was actually the weakest, but no, he's stronger than a few of the other rats in there. So we want to have some rats fighting, but the rats won't fight each other, so we got to pick something else to fight against them. So looking through the list, there's wanderers, but again, they got armor, and there's a few of the actual player characters who have relatively low strength, but again, they make up with it with other stats. And more owls. So looking through it all, I settled on Small Zombie as the opponent for the rats, and I calculated out some nerd stuff to figure out which of the rats would be a good match for Small Zombie, and I decided that Calico Rat was the guy that we want. So let's do this. We got Small Zombie versus Calico Rat. Now, these guys are not the heavy hitters, they're the wimpy hitters, and they also can't take a hit, so the fights are over really fast. So I decided, let's do a little best of 7 series. So we're going to do up to 7 fights. Whoever gets to 4 fights first will be the winner, because they'll have the best of 7. So without further ado, let's get into it. Small Zombie versus Calico Rat coming right up. So I got so excited talking about the combatants there, I forgot to mention this new video setup I have. So it's kind of tricky. It looks like I have the Dell monitor on top of the Apple II and connected, but it's not actually connected directly. What it is I've got an old Windows XP computer that had a video card that supported composite input. So I've got the Apple II connecting to that with the composite, and then it's going through that and coming out the D sub up to the Dell monitor. Looks like Calico Rat's on the board. He's won the first battle here. So yeah, it's an interesting setup. It's not really authentic to the OG Apple II experience, but I wanted to try it because one good thing about it is it doesn't have those annoying lines going up the screen from the CRT refresh rate being out of sync with the camera's frame rate. But the drawbacks, I think, are making it not really worth it. Calico Rat getting some damage in. Looks like he's going to win the second one. Yep, Calico Rat has won the second one, so we're tied 1-all. Yeah, so the drawbacks of doing it this way, it doesn't look right. You can see a few things where it looks like blurry and there's artifacts and stuff. I believe that's just because the Apple II video signal is weird and a lot of devices don't know what to do with it and end up displaying it incorrectly. I also tried connecting my Apple II to an old TV that supported composite video, and it was even worse there. It had really weird artifacts on the screen, and everything looked really strange and blurry, and pixels where they shouldn't be, and stuff like that. Calico Rat's gone up 2-1 now. So yeah, I think this will probably be the last time I try this video setup. I just like to try something new every once in a while. It's not bad, but another drawback of it is there's a delay with the video processing, and so the sound is out of sync with the video. So yeah, not a good way to play. I think there's better ways out there, but I'll keep looking for now. So let's pay more attention to these weaklings fighting it out here. So Calico Rat's jumping on that small zombie, and small zombie has clouted the Calico Rat. So I think he's going to pull even. Yep. Calico Rat shuffles off the mortal coil, and we have it tied up again, 2-all. So the game crashed there, and I had to reload it, so that's why the friendly mage is pointing out all the items in the room again. And Alibaba has figured out that he doesn't really need to run away or nothing. These guys don't really fight for long enough to sort of spill into his direction. Calico Rat getting a hit in there. Small zombie tries to tackle him, but can't do it. So yeah, the melee combat favors the Calico Rat. The hand-to-hand combat favors the zombie. So if zombie can jump on him, which he does. Oh, but he missed. Can Calico Rat pull ahead here? Yep, it looks like he can, and he smited the small zombie. Now, I didn't think that was possible. Calico Rat has a damage score of... So Calico Rat's up 3-2. Calico Rat has a damage rating of 3, so 3 times 2 minus 1, I think his max damage should be 5, and somehow he pulled out a smite there, which is 7. So I'm not sure what the heck's going on here. Still some things about this game I don't understand. That's kind of what I love about it. Calico Rat jabs that small zombie. Just a scratch. Feeling rather weak because he's a weakling. He was weak to begin with. Small zombie doing the smart thing, getting into hand-to-hand range where he has the advantage from his greater strength. Calico Rat pokes that zombie, just chipping away at the strength of the zombie. Oh, but the small zombie clouts the Calico Rat, and once he hits him with anything, pretty much Calico Rat's dead. So it's been 6 fights and nothing's decided yet. It's going to come down to the 7th and final battle here. Calico Rat making a strategic error trying to tackle the zombie. He should be staying from melee range. But he failed to tackle him anyway. Small zombie. Is he going to jump on the Calico Rat? He tried to, but he couldn't do it. Oh, and he's hit him. I think that means small zombie is our winner. Yes, Calico Rat gives an obolus to Charon, and small zombie wins the Battle of the Weaklings. That was kind of fun. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I hope you'll tune in for another video. Until then, hasta la vista, baby.